Right.
Kenny, you kind of alluded the other night that an offensive night like tonight is bound to happen over the course of the season. What are you trying to take away from a night like tonight?
I think the kind of the easy out for us would be, we didn't make shots. Maybe it's happened 2 or 3 times all year. What disappointed me was our first half was phenomenal defensively, and then the second half we fell off. So we couldn't sustain our defense. The shots make we live with days like that, nights like that, but just disappointed. Our defensive mindset in that third quarter, and really the whole second half. I think they had a 134 offensive rating in the second half. So I think I don't think we can just blame this one on missed shots, although that was a part of it.
What are you not seeing defensively? Is it an energy thing?
No, I mean we were almost perfect in the first half, so we're a really good defensive team. They have been top 3 last 15 games. They're a hell of an offensive team. But there was a letdown, and when you have defensive talent and you don't execute, you would think that's just a kind of more mental letdown than anything.
Coach, what was the most difficult, or why was it so just big for them to have the press that they did, and how did that slow you guys down?
Yeah, I felt like, especially once Halliburton went out of the game, they just picked us up. Like they got into us. It was like full court press, which you don't see a lot. So give Rick credit. I mean, it was really good strategy, and we did not handle the press well. We did not handle their pressure well, and that kind of that bleeds into your defense, right? You start turning it over. You're not taking good shots, and then they're an elite transition team, so it was kind of both sides of the ball, and their pressure was a big part of their success tonight.
Max didn't have a great night tonight across the board. What was the decision for you to continue to go back to him in tonight's game?
Yeah, he's one of our better players, good rotation players. I trust him, love him. I think kind of one of those coaches I just don't feel who's playing good in a moment. Like I trust the group and obviously trust him in the rotation. Figured he was going to get going.
You mentioned defense in that third quarter.
Yeah.
Just specifically, what did you see? They used that 27-5 run to kind of really set the tone there in the second half. But where did you see the biggest breakdowns?
I didn't think that we slipped in transition defense. I think that was the first part. Fouled Siakam to get him going early. I would think that was the first play of the third quarter. So lack of discipline there, not fouling. You know how these things are. It's like just little things, little errors start adding up. I don't know if there was a little bit of a relax. Oh, Halliburton's out. Their best player. Or do you just kind of relax? That's not our team usually, but it happens. They're humans. But again, disappointed in that defensive effort in third quarter and the fourth quarter.
And it's not often you get beat on the glass.
Yeah, and then it's funny you said that when they did miss, they seemed like they got the offensive rebound, got another possession, and they hit a couple of tough shots at the end of the shot clock. You're like, oh man, it's one of those nights, but we kind of, how do you say, deserved it, right? Giving up second chance opportunities, 50-50 balls. I always look at it too as a coach, like, we had 2 days off, 2 days to prepare for this game. We didn't do a great job from a coaching standpoint. So we'll get another shot at these guys in Indy. So it'll be a good test for us to see if we can bounce back.
Danny.
Did you think that the shot quality you were getting offensively was good, or was that process?
Not elite. Good, but not great. Good, but not usually. I think we looked at it as in the 80th percentile. We're usually in the 90s in terms of shot quality, so that wasn't, that wasn't good. And I think we had they turned us over, right? 13 turnovers, I think we had. Again, and I don't think I've said, like, give them a ton of pressure, ton of credit. Like, I thought they put tremendous pressure on our offense. They got into us, and they're on a hell of a streak. They're playing great basketball right now. They're conference finalists. So it wasn't like this is some average team. They're starting to get their mojo back, and man, give them credit. They took it to us tonight.
And it was announced before the game that Max Strus was going to be the starting lineup, and then changed a few minutes before tip-off. Was there something that went into that?
Not sure. That was never the plan. So not sure how that happened. Yeah.
Mike.
You mentioned the third quarter today, Coach, but looking big picture, you guys, it's been your worst defensive quarter all season.
Yeah.
Defensive ratings,
Yeah.
top 10 first, second, and fourth, and 23rd in the third.
It's crazy.
Put a finger on maybe why?
No, because we've talked about it with the group. Like, I don't know. We got to get better halftime speeches, I think, So, what we're up at halftime, 14? Was 13? And it's like this team, like, and God, please, we're our standards got to be higher. Like, I think we tend to relax when we get these leads, and this, how the NBA is now. It's like snap of the finger, all of a sudden, it's a tie score. So I just think there's a little bit complacency when we get a lead, but that's alarming. I think we've given up 37 points or more the last 3 games in the third quarter. So it's like we'll look at it, we'll dive deeper into it, but it seems like that's a mental kind of not ready when you come out of the locker room and a relaxed thing.
Evan, last one.
Kenny, you had mentioned the full court press that Indiana was throwing at you. What else were they kind of pressing you guys on defensively, just to kind of throw you off your groove?
Yeah, Nemhart's an elite defender. With Tyrese out, they added another defender, and then so Shepard comes in, and he was all over us. So they just it was the press, but even in the half court, they were not letting us breathe, and we could not kind of break through that. Through that wall, we did it in the second quarter, and then there are a couple of strategic things we could have done better. Not to get into specifics that we did in the second quarter, for some reason didn't do in the third quarter.
And you kind of alluded to it, but can a loss like this be good for this team? A little humbling, I guess.
I think it's
after
good.
Such a hot start to the year.
Yeah, no, I think it's good in the fact that we play them again. Like, if we didn't play them for another 2 months, you just kind of but the fact that we're going to play another really, really good team that's playing great basketball, again, it's good test for our group, good test for our coaches to see if we can figure it out.
Okay, come right
All right.